Namaskar, everyone. Let's talk about something we all experience but rarely understand deeply, why we react the way we do. You see, every thought you feed, every emotion you indulge, every pattern you repeat, those aren't just fleeting experiences. They build, they accumulate, and over time they form what becomes your automatic way of being, of expressing yourself. Like you snapped at someone you love, you freeze up in confrontation, you feel waves of shame or anger over the same things again and again and again. That's not random, that's momentum. And in the yogic and Vedic traditions, this is called a samskara. A samskara is like a groove in the mind. It's this psychological and emotional imprint created by repeated thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's a reactive momentum. And once it gains strength, it becomes reflexive. You're not even choosing it anymore. It's just happening through you. Let's say every time you feel abandoned, you panic, you cling, you shut down. That's not the present moment. That's an old samskara being activated. And unless you become conscious of it, you will live it out again and again, believing it's fresh, when in reality it's recycled. So this is how unconscious life operates. We're constantly reacting from our past instead of repeating or instead of responding to the present. And the good news with this, awareness, it interrupts samskaras. So when you can pause, like just pause and observe the pattern without indulging it, without running away from it, and without believing the narrative around it, something incredible happens. And this is, you weaken the groove. You no longer reinforce it. And over time, those reactions, they lose their grip. You start to act from presence and not from programming. You move from compulsion to conscious choice. So, ask yourself, what reactions have you been living out on repeat? This might be really difficult to do, but it's good to journal, and you can look back on your journal and you can see what is repetitive. So I'd really implore you to start with that. So what would that look like? To witness them instead of becoming them. That's the beginning of real freedom here. Thanks for being here.